Welcome to another park. We're back in Braunschweig, Germany, so I'm back home. And actually, here in this place, I am twice as much home as it's one of my favorite. I think it's my favorite park. I have been coming here for many years. I always come jogging here. I have my favorite restaurant in this park. So yeah, it's my place. We are sitting on a meadow where I like to meditate and think things over. Uh, Actually, I was planning to prepare this recording yesterday, but I've been so tired this week. I've been so tired, and I've had so many things to do that I just haven't managed. But we are here today, so I hope I'm not gonna forget what I wanted to tell you. Because of course, I had some ideas as usual, and yesterday I was listening to my favorite reader, Kelly, who did a quite unusual reading. She does not very often, or pretty seldom, I would say. But it was again so clever and so fully resonating. Oh, I'm sorry, I have some hair in my mouth. Yeah, it was such an amazing thing, and it fully resonated with my thoughts that I had for a few days in my head. That I decided it's a perfect thing to talk about, at least for a few minutes, because what I was thinking about was getting old, but she kind of energetically suggested another topic which is connected there too. Because there are points in our lives when we start feeling old, even though we are not. Okay, what is the definition of being old? I know, probably my grandma, who's still alive and who is in her mid-90s, she might say she's old. And being old, yeah, this beginning of being old, of getting old, I think it's different for each and every person, and it's different, and it depends on our perspective, because for very young people who are like kids or teens, I'm already a very old person. And when I say that my friends are in their 60s, those young people look at me like, what, are they still alive? And no, to me 60 is just the beginning. You're extremely young when you're 60. Yeah, and it was a dissonance that I had for many years, and it was also one of my lessons, because at some point, okay, maybe a little bit of the background, my my life in this incarnation has always been very intense and intensive and full of events. I think I've experienced enough for like 3 or 5 lives of other people before I turned like 35. Yeah. So one can say that first of all, I experienced quite a lot, and I was pretty tired, and I managed to to do many things, to have numerous my own companies, different workplaces, different career paths, some difficult relationships, family situations, people who left me, left me forever, and so on and so forth. So I've gathered enough experience, for a few lives. And since almost all of those situations were extremely challenging and difficult, when I was in my mid-30s, I was already tired. I was already extremely tired, and I was also devastated, because instead of following some kind of a linear path, like many people do, progressing slowly but constantly, and developing my life in this direction most of us wish to. Yeah, some of us prefer to focus on our careers, some of us on our family, some of us try to combine both of them. Actually, I didn't manage to make any serious progress, or at least I thought so, in any of those areas at that time. So when I was in my mid-30s, I already felt extremely old, extremely tired, unsuccessful, devastated, and so on. So I came to the point when I thought it was too late for anything. And that was also the time when I was, maybe was I in my late 30s, when I was with my ex-partner, whom I mentioned in some of the videos, who was my very, very tough and difficult karmic lesson, but a very important lesson, or actually he provided me with quite a few lessons. Anyway, when we were together, I was like I said, in my late 30s, and he was in his early 60s. So we can say that he was a bit older, or he is a bit older. He's still alive, and we're kind of friends now. And I was in that mood when I was sure that it was too late for anything for me, that I will never ever manage to have a successful career, successful professional life. I was in this mood that I'm not gonna achieve anything, that it's too late for anything. I also had some serious health issues. For instance, I put a lot on weight, and I was like, I'm never gonna be young again. It's very difficult to get younger, to tell you the truth, but spiritually you can feel young. So I was like, I'm never gonna be attractive any longer. I'm never gonna be successful any longer. I'm not gonna have a prosperous career. I'm not gonna have a family, especially as he was not really interested in having any real family with me. He already had his daughter from his first marriage. This girl is already an adult person. So I was in a dead end. But the point is that even though he is a bit older than me, he felt much younger, and he was much more optimistic, and I was this pessimist. And he even used to call me grandma. Really, he used to call me grandma because of my vibes, because of my mood, because of my attitudes. And it was really triggering, especially when someone who is older than you calls you grandma. Oh, of course we have wind now, so that we cannot hear too much, probably, or you cannot hear me. Okay, I hope you can. Anyway, that was that mood when I felt it was too late for anything. And he was like, "Oh my God, I still have so many years of my life ahead. I'm gonna do so many things. I'm gonna be happy," and so on. And I was like, seriously. So, my bad. I can say my bad. So I understood it first after we separated, or we broke up. Of course, we broke up, and we broke up forever. Trust me. Even though we keep in touch, and as I said, we are kind of friends. We're not going to be ever again together. Never ever. No way. Okay, why I'm laughing? It's so funny. Yeah, it's so funny when you are still friends with your ex and kids. Anyway, it was my lesson. And of course, after some months, when I felt like down and depressed and so on, and then a lot of things changed in my life. I changed my attitudes. I changed my energy. I changed the way I function in the daily life. And I feel young again. I feel young again. Of course, I still have those vibes from time to time when I like to highlight that I'm older than someone, and I'm when I talk to people, I'm like, I could be your mother. I could be your mother. But it doesn't mean that my life, this life, has already ended, and I should prepare myself like for a grave and wait till I die. So I've changed my attitudes, also due to people I met in the meantime, and the point is, I have a few few friends or acquaintances who are younger than me. Okay, I would even say that I'm friends with some of my former students. So by principle, they are younger. But most of my friends are exactly in their 50s, in their 60s. It's my like it's my coven. It's my spiritual family. So of course I perceive all of those people as very young people. Yes, how come I could see them differently? Yes, we are all young. We have so many things to do and so on. So as I said, I only love when very young people look at us and they're like, oh my God, you're so boomers. We're not boomers. Come on. Oh, now I'm gonna quote one of my friends from Berlin. She likes to highlight it, and she does it in a highly professional way. I'm a millennial. so my friends are millennials and X generation. Trust me, X generation is in their 50s. We are still here, all and young. Anyway, what I'm heading to. Okay, maybe I will close down the topic of being old or not old. The question whether you're old or not, trust me, it's only your attitude. It's only your attitude. I didn't believe that it's like that for many years, and I was like, oh, I'm really old, it's too late. People my age, they already have careers, houses, families, kids, and so on, and I have nothing. Okay, I can try a little bit later, later, better late or never. Yes, later it's not too late, and it's better to achieve all of those. Oh, sorry, speech failure. It's better to achieve all of those things when you're ready for them and when you can appreciate them. When you can, give your best, do your best. Of course, I'm not saying that people who achieved some things in their lives earlier, that they are all unprepared and they are not grateful, therefore, and so on. Of course, yeah, there are some people like that, and then they screw it up. They really screw it up. There are also people who do it perfectly. Anyway, most of us really need to grow up, and it's not like you are 18 or 16, depending on the country, or 21. You have your ID. You can buy some things, and it means that you are an adult and you're ready, and so on. Growing up takes time. For instance, my father says it openly that he grew up in his late 50s. I'm not sure whether he really did. He grew up a little bit. He's much better, but I think that he still has a long way to really grow up. So I was faster. Each generation is a little bit better. Anyway, so if you're old or not, it is all here. It is all here, and your mood, your attitudes, they're crucial here. But what I also wanted to say here, because it wasn't my main topic and I already took over 30 minutes to talk about being old or not. Sorry, there are some flies and my hair everywhere. Anyway, it is both topics are connected to each other, because my main point is it's never too late. It's never too late. But it's not only like it's never too late, to to start a new career and so on. Although I also mean it. It's never too late, for example, to apologize. Because we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and there are different and various reasons. Therefore, a lot of our mistakes come from our childhood trauma, from our wounding, from our kind of mental problems, from different things that had happened to us. And then we react exactly from the place of fear, from the place of wounding, from the place of trauma, and so on and so forth. It's great when then you become aware of that, and when you start healing, no matter if it's a spiritual healing or a kind of healing with the help of a psychologist or a coach or counselor or somebody like that, and then you realize more things. Yeah, it's one of the examples. But anyway, we all make mistakes. We say things we did not want to say, but we like said them out of fear, out of wounding. We do such things. We make mistakes. Okay, so yeah, I talked to one of my friends who said that he was under the influence of a very yeah, I don't want to say under the influence of influential person, that he was affected by a very influential person with a strong personality who like triggered him to do something which he knows was wrong, and his actions and his words hurt some people. Yeah, and then in some cases we do not apologize because first of all, at first we are not aware of the fact that we made a mistake, or we kind of excuse it. We find excuses why we did like that, and after some time we realize that it was a mistake, or that our words or actions hurt someone. If you are already healed, and if you ascended, it's not a problem to you usually to apologize in such situations. You're ready to do it. But if you are still a bit unsure, if you still haven't healed fully, or due to maybe other circumstances, you may be like scared to apologize, and even though you know that you should, and it's heavy on your heart, and you would like to reconcile with another person, you're still scared, and you're like, oh, it's too late. It's too late. I took too much time. This person, I know, has forgotten me. This person has moved on. This person certainly keeps some kind of resentment. It's too late to apologize. I screwed it up. I've lost my chance, or I've lost that person. It's not like that. Trust me. It's not like that. It's never too late to apologize. Of course, it may happen that you also hurt a person who is also still not healed, and the reaction might not be the perfect one. But if it is a person who really likes you, or really loves you, and who has been waiting for you all this time, and trust me, there are people like that. I am the person like that. Okay, I cannot say that I'm waiting for someone to apologize, because I'm not even waiting for someone to apologize, even though some other people could say that this person owes me an apology. No, I'm just waiting for them to get in touch with me. I'm just waiting for this person to gather their courage and speak to me. I'm waiting here with my open arms and open heart, full of love, full of positive emotions. I'm just waiting for this person, and probably I always will. And there are more people like that who are just waiting for you. Okay, they might be waiting for your apology, but usually they just wait for you to get back to them. If it is coming back combined with a heartfelt apology, it's great, but it's never too late, and it's never too late. Even if you don't do it for another person, you do it also for yourself, to heal your heart, your emotions, your wounding. If you feel that you made a mistake in any area, it's never too late to apologize, and don't postpone it any longer, or don't reject it. You cannot even imagine how powerful, energetically and psychologically, a heartfelt apology is. It's magic. There are a few forces in this universe which are pure magic, and which are, those primal forces. One of them is love, true love. Even if you don't believe in love, I also had, for many years, I did not believe that love exists. It does, trust me. And another thing is apology. So it's great that I said the word love, because actually I was also going to tell you, it's also never too late to tell someone that you love them. It's never too late. Even if you think that you've lost your chance, that you took too much time, that this person has moved on, and so on. you might be surprised, because there might be such a person who is waiting therefore, and who really loves you. And yeah, people say, oh, and if I tell them that I love them and they don't love me any longer, and so on. Sometimes you need to take this risk. Of course, not the, some people are your karmic lessons. Again, it's windy. Confirmation from the wind. Okay. Please stop so that I can record it further. Yeah, so some people... These are the side effects of recording outside. Okay. I'm thinking how I can turn so that maybe I will protect my earphones from the wind at least a little bit. So there are people who are only your karmic lessons and they will not love you. But not everybody has to love you this way. But there are also people who do love you, who do like you, who keep on waiting for you. And they always will, even if there was a separation in between. It was the time for you and for this person to learn important lessons. It's so funny. I told you I always have a better day when I record for you. So it's never too late. It's better to say, I love you. And stop at this point and risk than not to say it at all. Because there is always a high probability that, oh my God, I can't sit you to sun. Sorry, I got distracted. It's as I want to say, it's always better to risk. Of course, it may happen that it will be all, but there is also a high probability. Oh. Oh my God, I have like Kelly. Kelly does the same. Sometimes she cannot pronounce words. I think this is why we resonate on so many levels. We are so similar, even though I'm in Germany and she's in Canada. So there is a high probability that this person also loves you, and they are waiting for you, or want to reconcile, or want to be with you again. No matter if we are talking about romantic relationships or friendships and so on. So trust me, it's never too late to say I love you. And this too late, it doesn't matter if we mean the fact that you took too much time, that there was a long break, or that you, for example, think that you are too old. I know people who think like that. Okay, I also had similar vibe, even though I have never been in love, romantic love with anyone younger than me. Spiritually, I knew whom I was looking for. So guys, I fell for were always a bit older than me. But as I told you, I have friends who are mostly in their 50s or 60s, and sometimes I hear from them, oh, I'm too old. I'm too old for him, or I'm too old for her. What can I offer this person? It's too late. She or he is so young and attractive, and I look so old, and I have gray hair, or something like that. I'm like, Jesus, you're first in your 50s or 60s. There are still so many years ahead, and you're such a nice and clever and attractive person, and it's, some people say it's a cliche, but really our earthly age does not really matter. Of course, it does matter if one person is underage and another is in their 40s or something like that. Sorry, but it's inappropriate. Maybe, even though I'm not saying that you are not going to meet this person in 20 years, maybe again, and then everything will be fine. But anyway, those age differences, trust me, they are not the most important ones, especially if you're old souls. And when somebody says something like that, I'm like, what are you talking about? By the way, if you're already in your 50s or 60s and you have gray hair, trust me, I love gray hair. Oh, I have had, okay, of course my hair is dyed, because my hair is a mixture of dark and gray. I started having gray hairs when I was 16. So what are you talking about? And I had a friend who is a fighter jet pilot, and his hair got gray when he was in his 20s, due to the conditions at his work, and how challenging for his organism it was. So gray hair is not really a mirror. And when my hair gets totally gray, I'm gonna have platinum blonde. Trust me, it's my second color. I love my black hair, but I'm gonna have platinum blonde later. Anyway, it's never too late. It's never too late to apologize. It's never too late to say I love you. It's also never too late to start living again. Especially those of you who got traumatized on your way, some kind of breakups, divorces. You lost your jobs and so on. Of course, it's devastating. And it takes time to heal. Give yourself time. But then you can always start again. It's never too late. Okay, I'm gonna speak for a long time. But again, I was also thinking about it due to one of my colleagues. She's in her early 60s, and she's not the friendliest person I have ever met in my life. And okay, oh my God, I don't know how I should move. Sorry. So my colleague is not very friendly, and okay, I'm not going to talk about it. Let's keep it here. And I was talking to my boss, who told me, she's in this mood, and she's unfriendly because she's devastated because her partner broke up with her some years ago, and she feels lonely and alone, and she feels always lost. And this girl, she looks so young. She's so attractive. She's also talented. Only her behavior is now terrible. And that's the only problem. And she's in her early 60s. She still has so much time. She still has so many chances. It's not too late. You're barely in your early 60s. I feel like saying. So you can always try to start again, and it's never too late. And when I was listening to Kelly talking about this, I think I will link this reading. Although for those of you who are not really into spirituality or readings or tarot, it might be difficult, but maybe some of you will get interested in such topics, or you are already into it. So I will link Kelly's reading. Anyway, Kelly channeled a few songs. Now, of course, I cannot remember which songs they were. When she was talking about it, I had the same songs in my head, playing in my head. But then I also heard another song by a Polish band, rock band. It's a very old band. Okay, they are not old. Those guys are also in their 50s, 60s, something like that. But they have been playing for oh my God, over 30 years now. Anyway, the band is called Wilki, so the Wolves, and some years ago they recorded a song called It's Never Too Late, where they sing, it's never too late, start living the life you wanna live. And sorry, I'll also link it, it's in Polish. It's one of those advantages of being multilingual. I speak 8 languages, so I also listen to music in all of those languages, and I understand it. So it helps. It helps not only in my professional life at work or while meeting people from I'm sorry, from all over the world. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Sorry. So it's probably a sign that I should stop talking. So I will link it, and I think it was a sign that I should stop talking. So thank you a lot. Sorry, I lost my voice. Thank you for listening to me, and I will get back in another video.